for Baltimore.
Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. That's the kicker. Tyler Luke set to get this started. Off we go from Nashville. Get across the 20. Mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready, set. To throw right away is Ward. His pass caught. It's Chigokonkwo. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
First down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
They'll run it with Tony Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 45. That is Nnamdi Madubuike there to bring him down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw is Ward. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, here's Pollard.
Tony Pollard, the ball carrier.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
3. It's 4th down.
They are going for it. It's Ward. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's just a couple short of a touchdown. We'll mark him out at the 2-yard line. From their own territory. What a play on 4th down. And even 50 yards.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back to throw is Ward. A big mistake. It was 1st and goal, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
At their own 42-yard line.
Jackson, this a designed run. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's going to air this one out, looking for help. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3 and out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
On fourth down, they snap it to Jackson. He will have the conversion and more. And he's going to have a Ravens first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some.
A gain of 30. First down, Baltimore.
And the pistol, Jackson ready. Back to the tight end, Kohler. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The extra point is good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. One quarter in the books. It's the Ravens out front. We're back in Music City after this.
Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Play action, it's Ward. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Mike Green in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Ward. Down the field, he's got his tight end Okonkwo.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
They'll try and run for the first down with Pollard. And that'll keep the drive going. He's got the first down up past the 40-yard line.
And the ability to continue to sustain these drives and maintain possession, these third downs are so critical, Mike, because every time an offensive play caller gets a fresh set of downs to work with, there's just more opportunities to continue to try to strike deep and go to score.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the handoff, Pollard. He'll work forward for a couple. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Out of the gun, Ward. He's got his man. Complete to Eilman. 20-yard pickup there. That's good for a Titan first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
On 1st and 10, Ward. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs.
And Marlon Humphrey is there, and he picks it off. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about one. Cedric Gray there to bring him down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard
Second
line.
down and 8. Short, complete to Likely. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now, familiar face. Welcome back to Tennessee's second all-time leading rusher. It's Derrick Henry. Here's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2. At the
Throwing Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. This is 3rd and 6. Here's the give to Henry running right. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line. And it's 4th down.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. By today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I don't know if there was a lot of question that he'd make this one. So nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Past midfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds. And with that, time has run out on this first half.
Joey Slide to kick off for Tennessee.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. This one caught downfield by Flowers. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A big one there to start the second half. 39 yards. They'll run it on first down with Henry. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Pistol formation with Jackson. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Flush to his right. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Here's Ward. Going for it all. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Third down, 3 to go. On the give, it's Pollard. A pickup of 12 yards. First down for Tennessee.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the fourth quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Send a man in motion right. Throwing, Ward. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Chim DK that time. And third down coming up.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw. But think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Throwing on third down, Ward. This is caught at the 2. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
That's good for a Titans first down.
Shotgun snap for Wolf. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Chim DK. Touchdown, Tennessee.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. First and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
Makes the score Ravens 10, Titans 7. Joey Slide to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. Here comes Mitchell from his end zone. And he's going to be picked up and slung down. Good tackle backs them up a long field ahead. An unbalanced look to the left here on first down. Now Jackson. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Devondre Sweat in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive. Second down, Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third and a long way to go. Jackson. Open man is beaten. He's got him. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Jackson now on 2nd down. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Third and long for Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
The offense is out there, 4th and inches. They'll try to sneak it here. Oh, he's trying to get low. Push forward. I don't think he got there. He did not. He is short. And they've turned it over on downs.
The key to any good quarterback sneak starts with the surge and the push of the offensive line. From there, can the quarterback find a seam? Can he find a little gap and drive his legs? In this case, give credit to the defensive line. They held their ground, they got a good push back, and they were able to come up with a huge stop on fourth down.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And he's going to have that first down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. The middle, here comes Pollard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Robinson on the tackle.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Another try, 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Tony Pollard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
They send Ridley in motion.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They snap it to Ward. And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
Not much there. Maybe a yard. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. They'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. It is 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Ali. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
You know at this point the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And on third down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
On fourth down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And this is going to be a beauty. Touchdown at the 2-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
18 Rattler. Here we go. Gotta be lying.
From his own end zone, it's Ward. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Chidobe Awuzie.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 16.
And just